The final defense against narcissism is withholding information. Hi, I'm Dan Cassenti. I'm a cognitive psychologist and I'm also a novelist. I'm putting together this YouTube series to help people understand narcissism so they can arm themselves with knowledge against narcissistic abusive relationships. Okay, withholding information. This is really vitally important. And it's something that you're going to need to keep doing more and more with the narcissist when you're trying to get out of the trauma bond. So, narcissists have a lot of their techniques that are geared specifically to extracting information from you. The more information they have about you, the more they can target abuse, the more they can shame you about things that happened in your past. They can do a lot more blame shifting if they have this, because they can find ways to make you responsible for their bad behavior. You know, any number of techniques that narcissists use, and I reviewed those in all sorts of videos on my channel. But it starts with the information that you provide to them. Now, at first, when we're in the love bombing stage, we're going to reveal a lot of things to the narcissist because we think that they like us and they're on our side and they want to form up a deep, meaningful relationship. We don't necessarily recognize what they're up to. So they do get a lot of information to start. But with narcissists, they want to keep getting information because using the same old stuff over and over again, it starts to wear down. It's not as effective to creating the trauma bond. So, they're going to keep trying to extract more and more information. Recognize that you're in a narcissistic relationship. Start to censor yourself. Don't say things to them that you don't want them to know. And, it's not even necessarily things you don't want them to know because you figured out that this is going to be really bad and it could hurt you or they could come back to shame you. Sometimes the information, we don't even realize how they can use it against us. The best bet, and this sort of goes along with gray rocking, but is to, reduce the amount of information that you say to them. Just keep things out of their ears. Everything that you say, even if you think it's a positive, could be used against you. For example, hey, I got this promotion at work, isn't that great? They could say, oh, well, who's your competition? Did you deprive that other person of getting this? I think they're in a bad place. You're a bad person because you took that promotion. It should have been offered to this other person. They can take good news that supports you and makes you look better, and they'll use it against you too. I mean, these things are unpredictable. In fact, narcissists in general are unpredictable. You don't know which way they're going to go. They can use a lot of stuff against you. So even if you don't necessarily realize how they can use the information against you, question whether you should say it or not. And also, something that I haven't really touched on much, as you're going through this hero's journey of figuring out the narcissist and getting rid of them, you're going to start to think to yourself, you know what? I got this person. I know who they are, and I'm going to tell them who they are, and I'm going to show them how very bad they are so that they understand they shouldn't be doing these things anymore. You might even not be doing it out of a sense of like, I'm going to get even with them, but just like, oh boy, I really need to help them, because if I can just let them know what kind of dark path they're on, and we can maybe turn it around and have a better life, even if I'm not going to be part of it. And it never works. You providing that information to the narcissist is never a good idea. Keep it to yourself. Narcissists don't change unless they're motivated to do so, and most of them aren't, because once they start realizing they need to change, that pops the bubble on their illusion of superiority, so they're not going to do it. Even if you think you're going to help them, by providing them information about what you're learning in these videos or anywhere else, it's not going to work. You're only going to make things worse for yourself, and then they're going to start shaming you about trying to explain who they are to them. It's a bad idea. And not just shaming, I mean, it could, you know, they're unpredictable. They could go in any number of directions and make your life a living hell if you start down that path. So I would say, even keep that information from them. Not even information about themselves that might be used to help them, because they're not going to learn. They're not going to change. It's not up to you to do that for them. They've already taken enough from you. Don't let them try to take any more. Okay, well, I hope that helped. This is the end of my videos for the Narcissism Encyclopedia. I'm going to see how this goes, how it responds. You know, does the YouTube community embrace this? Maybe I'll come up with more videos later. For right now, though, I'm going to take a little break and just see how things go. So I hope these helped you. Please hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so. That'll just help get these videos out to more people so they can be helped too. Thanks, and I hope this helped.